Hey guys, welcome back to the Third Win channel. Today we're going to do a ranking of iCarly characters. I decided to do this video because recently there have been confirmations that an iCarly reboot is coming, and I love this show growing up, so I just wanted to give back to the community by making a ranking. So I recognize also that we don't have all of the characters, but we have all the main characters in the show here. So without further ado, let's get into our number 14, Nora. Um, just sheerly because I'm basing them off of characters, and she came off as she wasn't. I sure she was an okay villain, but she was just annoying and ah. I love we get spoilers here, but when Gibby comes and saves them, that's so heartwarming and no, it made for a really good good episode. But no, as a character, come on, don't like her at all. Her chicken, ugh. Okay, next. Next, let me give it a quick think. I think we're gonna go with Mrs. Briggs. Um, I don't actually. Let me just think this over real quick. Yeah, okay. So Miss Briggs gets a little break because I think I want to put no. Okay, Miss Briggs. Miss Briggs does have a really fun episode where they spy. I think it's called like I Spy on My Teacher or something. Where they go over to her house and they see her all of her weird after school hobbies and whatnot. It's a really exciting episode, and obviously she's mentioned in the pilot with the perky, with the pointy breasts and stuff. But great character. Mm, well, she's just not very. I love her as kind of not the villain, but as a side character. She's not very fleshed out as a character, and she doesn't appear that much. So I have to put her down here, but I think she's actually quite a good character. Um, Nora is like way further down. Next, we're gonna have. I'm thinking Chuck. Chuck is just. It feels very much like a downgraded like Megan from Drake and Josh. He's funny, and there are a lot of funny moments with him. But again, we don't get him as often as some of these other characters. And as a character, he does come off as less smart and more kind of annoying. So he's gonna be our number 12. Following up, we have Lubert. I think I like Lubert and wherever he's involved. To me, he comes off as a slightly too, I don't know, unrealistic character to me. But he is funny, and there's a lot of funny episodes with him, especially the one where he's with Freddy's mom. That's a good one. Obviously, he's known for his wart, kind of disgusting, of course. But Lubert as the doorman, funny. Next, we're going to do Principal Franklin. Um, we don't get him very much, and that's why he's next on this list. Although he's a fantastic character, and I love how he often sides with our main characters. It's just, he's a heartwarming principal. I'd love to have him as a principal, and that's why he gets the 11th spot on this list. Next, we're gonna have to do. Um, this is where we start to get into the tricky territory. I think just I really like Guppy. I was gonna say Guppy in ninth, but just the fact that he's called Guppy as well. Oh boy, it's so good. We're gonna have to go with Neville. Neville is fun. I like his name. I like his kind of "You will rue this day" line. That's so iconic, and he's a great, quote unquote villain for the show. And he seems like a realistic villain, one that's really in love with iCarly, but he comes off as this kind of, troll. I don't know. But he'll land himself in number 9. Next, we have. We're going to go with Tebow. Tebow's great. Um, so many iconic lines from him, and, he's not like a main character, and we don't even get really an episode where we get to see kind of his background or anything. He just, he's a server at a waiter, no, server at a awesome shack, awesome restaurant. So You know, he's great. There's nothing, no complaints here. What was his on a stick? Everything on a stick, of course. So funny. But yeah, he's just there's not much there as character wise, so we're gonna put him in the eighth spot. Next, we're gonna do Gubby. Gubby is awesome. He's so cute. I can't put him any lower than seventh. And the fact that they got someone so similar to Gibby and his name is Guppy, oh, that I mean that's enough for me. You know what I mean? Um, Not much to say other than that. Guppy's great. Next, we have Freddy's mom. I think she's a great character in terms of just like creating interesting plot points in episodes and quirky moments and funny moments and keeping Freddy kind of grounded from his crush of Carly, but and you know really a great character, but of course she can come off as a little annoying, a little pushy, and you know, but we can tell that she loves Freddy. Um, Next, we're gonna go with okay. We got our top five, our five main characters here. So how do we rate them? Who's the best and who's the worst? See, I know you guys are gonna hate this, but for me, I think Sam is number five. And I think this was probably reinforced in Sam and Cat, but I'm not really counting that. But it's just I don't really like how rude she is. Um, it can be a little bit over the top as well. And yes, she has moments where she kind of what's the word, redeems herself for being so rude and pushy. And obviously, she's the co-star of the iCarly kind of web show, but um, I don't know. I don't think she's as likable as a character as some of these others. Next, we have Gibby. Gibby's gonna go into fourth place and just taking his shirt off and going Gibby. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Although we don't really get that much of his like story or anything, we do get to know what his name is actually Orenthal, which if that is enough to get him in fourth place, I don't know what is. Obviously, I'm trying to take this seriously, and that's not why he's in fourth. I love him as a character. He's so fun. He's just a positive ball of energy, and what's not to like, right? Now we got our top three. Um, go with Freddy here. I think Freddy is, you know, a really nice kid. He's a very relatable character. If you're kind of, I don't know, you have a long-term crush, or you know, you're doing these things for free to help, I don't know, some girls or some crushes. So he's a relatable, like maybe even simpy character, but he's really nice, and we get to really live into what his life looks like at school, at his house, with his friends. So I really like this character, um, and yeah, it's just a personal favorite of mine. Next, I'm gonna have Spencer. I think Spencer, without Spencer, the show would be a lot duller. You know, we get to see his inventions, his companies, his crazy apartment, his crazy personality, his you know ventures into dating, his enemies in Chuck. I think, you know, he's either one or two. For me, these are quite tied, but without Spencer, this show would not be as fun, or maybe it wouldn't. It just wouldn't be watchable. So, Spencer, amazing, and number one we have Carly herself. Carly is like the personality of the show. It gives the show its kind of good guy, um, good guy, most relatable character. It sets this like the tone for the show, I think, 'cause it gives all these kind of weirder characters like a more normal character, and she's just a very likable um, character to follow. So that's my list. I love iCarly. I really want to do a rewatch again, and I'm willing to go episode through episode, maybe season through season, and you know do a season review or episode review. If you guys are into that, I'm totally down to do that. And when the new reboot comes out, um, if you guys want, I can go episode by episode and review it. It'd be a lot of fun. I'm so excited to see what they're gonna do with that show. That being said, like the video if you like iCarly content, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys around. This has been a really fun video to make.